inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Play action, Corral. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Here's Corral on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Going for the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Corral looking for another pass here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. The 20. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, it's Corral. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Corral. This is caught, and in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30, up to midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On play action, Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Corral. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Packers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 33 yards that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and 1, Corral. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Let's go now.
Going for it on 4th down, Corral. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On 1st down, Corral. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To the air again. Here's Corral. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Corral. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off play action. Here's Corral. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jalen Waddle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
26.
Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, Corral lost it. The ball is out, and the Packers pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's Corral on 1st down. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down, Corral. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's Corral on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack on 1st down, Corral going up top. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields it right around the goal line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Corral. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd and long. Here's Corral. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Corral sets up play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. 3rd and long, Corral. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Corral with it on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Corral. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Corral with it, first down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Corral. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talking,
touchdown! Saquon Barkley, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Corral. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they
flip field position there. A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Gesicki, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Lions 34, Packers 26.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 65 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got a man. It's Waddle complete. Finding room in midfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Flush to his right. It's caught by Hooper. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now Rodgers. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Samori Toure, 30 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. as we get set for a big two-point conversion. To throw is Rodgers. And it is caught. They get the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's Corral. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Corral. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Fourth down, here's Corral. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Packers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need this. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the